looking at the AED response room. This is only a basic prototype. It's a simple design that can be far more complex and can be integrated into a sophisticated one where it incorporates the other swarm robotics that we have. So this design, however simple, does have potentials. Unfortunately, some of them were included, such as the robotic arms for the AED pad placements, the automatic chest compression system for CPR, and the AED itself. But let's begin with what we do have, and we have the code right here. Let's look through it briefly. Alright, so let's begin with these two DC motors, which are used to simulate the 4 DC motors that it can have on the actual drone. So these two DC motors are programmed for now to only go forward and stop. Alright, and then this TMP, temperature sensor, is used to differentiate the temperatures between the people and of the surroundings. This is also mainly used for the victim and the controller. So this TMP will read out the temperature it's sensing from the victim, letting the controller know whether that victim has severe hypothermia or minor hypothermia. These two ultrasonic distance sensors are located on the front and back at the belly of the drone. They are mainly used for gauging the distance between the belly and the victim's chest. So at a distance of greater than 5 inches for both sensors, the drone will continue to move forward, and this is forward as in closer to the victim's chest, and once it reaches 5 inches or less, then the motors will stop. This distance is mainly used for the automatic chest compression system and the robotic arm pad placement along with the AED itself. So let's start with the simulation. So once we receive an automatic or an emergency response, then we have an automatic response initiated on the serial monitor. Once the drone takes off, it'll begin to immediately spit out the distance between the front and the back, and then the current temperature. So fast forward to when we actually see the victim. The drone will position itself to be above the victim, and once we start nearing greater than 5 inches, then the motors will start turning and get closer to the victim. So once we lower this down to 5 inches, then we could see that the motors have stopped turning, and this TMP will read the temperature of the victim itself and spit it out on the serial monitor. And that will conclude the AED response drone.